Hello and welcome to Faster Than Reloading, episode 27 for the week of October 25th, 2020. We're dropping every week to give you the rundown on all the latest gaming news you could possibly need. My name's Anthony Palm, and joining me as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What is going on, guys?
So you're not feeling that well this week, but we're happy that you stuck it out and you're with us. So we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I'm a little sick.
And also,
maybe COVID, maybe. Gonna get tested later.
Yeah, hopefully negative, but you know, you don't have to quarantine to hang out on PlayStation.
Let's get it over with. It's fine. I'm young enough.
Build up those antibodies, I guess. But real talk, everyone stay safe out there.
Yes.
And also joining us is the Brooklyn bad boy who now lives in Manhattan, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up? Yeah, Brooklyn's a red zone, so we'll see what happens there. But coronavirus, myth or fact? Who knows? Science is out on it.
That's clearly sarcasm for anyone listening.
The science is still out.
So there's not a lot of news this week. Before we do get started, though, I just want to bring up once again, and I'm going to probably bring this up every week, is if you can go check out our Extra Life page. This year we have raised a lot more than we have in the past. Extra Life, if you don't know, if this is your first episode ever listening to Faster Than Reloading, Extra Life is an organization that works with streamers, really anyone that just wants to help out, raise money for sick kids in the Children's Miracle Network. Specifically, the one that we have set up goes towards the Connecticut Children's Medical Hospital. We've raised $530 so far, which is a lot more. And we haven't even gotten to Extra Life Day, which is going to be N7 Day. No Mass Effect, but it will be on N7 Day, so that's November 7th, 2020. So if you can go check out our page, it's extra-life.org/participant/FTR-podcast. I'll also put the link in the description for the show, either on YouTube or the audio version, to make it easier, because I know that's kind of a weird link to say. But so if you can donate anything, we would greatly appreciate that. If you can't donate, if you don't mind sharing it with someone that you think might donate, we would appreciate that as well. But yeah, so let's get on to it. Not a lot of news this week. We're probably going to talk about what we've been playing a bit first, even though we've been putting that towards the end of the show lately. So who wants to kick it off? I think we've all been playing Warzone. You guys want to start with that?
Yeah, let's talk about Warzone real quick. The new mode, they dropped the Halloween event. And I think it's the best event they have done Call of Duty overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, I agree. I mean, when did they really start events? Probably BO3, I guess, had events, or maybe World War II had events also.
Events,
but since then,
technically, Modern Warfare Remastered is the one that started it.
Oh yeah, those guys had events
with all the loot cases and extra content they drop in that.
Either way, yeah. For the past 5 years, Call of Duty's been trying events slowly. BO4's events were kind of weak. But yeah, even this is the best event Call of Duty has ever had. The main thing I would say why is because, you know, it's really hitting. It's not just one mode. There's multiplayer stuff, which I'm not even aware of because I don't play the multiplayer. But,
I haven't even touched multiplayer.
I haven't touched the multiplayer.
You haven't touched it?
I know there's a playlist with it says spooky stuff. So I assume
they probably put pumpkins on the maps or something. I'm sure.
I still gotta go check it out, but
Warzone is now Verdansk at night, and there is you could play still the old daytime map. You could play just a nighttime version of the map. You could play the zombies version of the map at nighttime. So it's like there's a bunch of different options. My favorite, the spooky. I want to speak that in a second, but my favorite thing and why I'm so addicted personally. I don't know if you guys are also focused on this.
I've been playing a lot.
I'm playing a lot more than I normally do.
Yeah.
Are you guys going for the treats?
It's because they have
this.
Treats. I need
one
more.
I think I have like 7 or 8, and I didn't even start until the other day. So, I have like all the hardest ones. I feel like I got the train, I got Superstore, I got Damn. What was the other one?
So it's pretty much if you don't play Warzone, it's pretty much literal pieces of loot that you could use on your guns and stuff. Little camos, charms. That you find in loot boxes in the game. So it's not like it's just usable for that game. You bring it out and you could bring it elsewhere, you know?
Yeah, so it's similar to getting the treasure packs in Apex Legends, where it's just random. Like you just open crates and you'll get it randomly. So except you don't have to actually pick it up. It doesn't pop out on the ground and then you pick it up like Apex. It just automatically adds it to your account.
So yeah, I think that's really cool. They also, I had talking about the spooky stuff, opening up loot boxes in the game randomly could just give you a jump scare.
Confetti? Or a jump scare.
Yeah, so sometimes like a little small confetti, it's like, that's not really scary, but then sometimes it takes over your whole screen and yells at you. It's like,
The first time that happened at that game, I was like, holy shit.
yeah.
I love how Miguel's breaking my balls over Phasmophobia. He's like, "Oh, it doesn't look that scary," but he gets scared at the jump scares in fucking Warzone though.
First one, bro.
Dude. Yesterday you got scared by one. You went, "Oh damn, I knew it was coming."
That was 2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
you're
like
you're like, "Damn, I knew it was coming," and it
like,
still got me.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I got 2 back-to-back ones in a hot drop. So I dropped quickly, and I opened one just for quickly. I'm like, and I opened another. I'm like, I don't even care about it. I'm already still on the same fucking scared high from the first one that it's like, the second one didn't even get me. But yeah, that's fun. The zombie mode, have you guys been playing? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I like the spooky map because there's like goals, like blue stuff, and like if you're going like to an area, there's like goals on the window, so there's like a blue fucking highlight on it.
Yeah, I noticed a lot in
They
Damn.
did a really good job.
In Damn, there's a lot of the
man.
blue ghosts wandering around.
I mean, they're better to see than the actual characters. I mean, Jesus.
I think he's here to say 100%.
Sometimes I die and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then he's like hidden where the shadow is covering him, so you can't see anything when you're like looking at the guy. I'm like, God damn it.
They do kind of look like Force ghosts, though.
And I've seen a lot of the Ben? I think that's the character's name, or Saw.
Oh, Billy.
Oh,
Billy
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw, and the other character too.
Leatherface.
Leatherface. I've seen a lot of them.
I mean, hey, a lot of people are buying them. My theory is, based on Activision patents and shit and how they manipulate you to buying the thing. Yeah. People who own Jigsaw are only in lobbies with people who don't own Jigsaw.
Yep.
So
to make you want to buy it.
Could see, yeah. So if you don't own Jigsaw, you're in lobbies that you could see Jigsaw. And it works. Hey, it works. I want Jigsaw. I'm not going to buy it. But.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend $25.
To the good side. Jeff is coming. He's seeing the light.
I don't think Jeff ever argued with that patent. I think it's the
I mean that's so clear.
It's all together.
It's like so obvious.
It's not
like
just that.
Because it was Condry that denied it, right? Back in World War II days.
Yes, that seems familiar.
It started with that.
It clearly exists. Like it's
the
like
zombies
clearly exists.
Let's talk about zombies mode. I think that is so fun playing as a zombie. I wish there was like a dedicated like zombie.
Okay, so basically this mode is instead of the gulag when you die, you respawn as a zombie, and if you get 2 kills as a zombie, then you respawn.
Or collect 2 vaccines, I think there are. Like,
or the
stims. Yeah.
It could be anything,
whatever the stim thing.
Serums, people come serums, people come
whatever.
DNA, yeah. I mean, it's whatever's fast.
But yeah, being a zombie replaces the gulag, which is more fun than the gulag. I think gulag is one of the fucking most annoying things in the game.
I mean, you can't get a kill around that.
Dude, the locomotion with just the movement as a zombie is amazing.
Yep.
Being able to do the super jump is pretty cool.
The super jump is so cool because it's like, you play Warzone all the time which
is amazing.
It's almost as if Infinity Ward can do their own version of zombies. They just didn't want to. Because I thought Infinite Warfare Zombies was fun. I mean, it was different than Treyarch's, obviously. But
I am curious what team specifically made this.
Ooh, yeah. Was it Raven, maybe?
Dude, who knows? Maybe it was fucking Hyman.
I mean, Raven's the one taking care of Warzone right now.
Yeah, so...
Mainly.
I didn't think about that then. It definitely wasn't Infinity Ward.
But yeah, that mode is so fun because it just leads to so many, because there's no limit on how often you could turn to a zombie. So if you
it's not like the gulag where once you survive the gulag, you can't do the gulag again.
Unless you die as a zombie, that's when you're out. But if you become a zombie and then you respawn and you get 2 vials like we were talking about, and then you become a human, and then you die as a human, then you go back to being a zombie, but then you come back to human, and then you just do this back and forth. So it's just so hectic and intense. I love it.
I think that is the best mode that I have played in Warzone. Because people are actually running around instead of camping.
Because the zombies
I was still getting bopped by kids sniping in the woods. On the top of the hill.
But that's like towards the beginning, towards the end. I don't know. We got to the end, right? Like,
I was watching you towards the end. Yeah, you came like top 5, like last 5 players.
Yeah, me and 2 of my friends. Shouts out Mark Barsano, Joe Michon. We won because the circle was near the end of the map. So, when like half the circle's on out of zone, it's like, hold on, if we just hold this, we'll win. And it was like out in the open, and it was straight up like 3 dudes back to back, just slaughtering zombies. It was crazy, honestly. It was so fun. Throwing cluster strikes down.
Let me ask you this. Did it feel good?
Yeah.
Like, in an open world, just killing zombies, like where they're coming from. You got your back to
felt
like
zombie
nothing.
apocalypse. Yeah.
Okay. That's probably how zombies is gonna feel. in the new game?
I have a feeling. I think so as well. Yeah.
Open maps, right? More open.
It's gonna be open maps, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be any people-controlled characters. No one shooting at you.
I feel like it's gonna be something like that.
But I could see them adding more zombie stuff to Black Ops Warzone, like this type of thing.
I mean, dude, if you remember, of course,
wasn't there infected in Blackout?
Yep, it was called Pandemic, and it was in Blackout, and it sucked. And funny enough, the zombies guys couldn't make a good zombies battle royale. The reason that sucked, it was because your zombie didn't have the cool super jump. Your zombie kind of sucked essentially, so you're just running towards people with guns, and it's an infinite respawn, and it just made no sense. It was terrible. This at least,
which is weird because back then was Apex Legends out weapons. When Black Ops 4 was. I can't remember when Apex came out. 2 years ago.
Apex, I think, came out February 19. Yeah. So
because Apex did a zombie event last year, which I think is back right now. Currently, I think
it must have been, it was after Black Ops,
and that was a fun mode. The I don't know whatever the infected mode was.
Shadows. It wasn't zombies,
but it's the same kind of concept though. Gameplay wise,
you have the crazy the movement mechanics.
That's what I'm saying. And so it seems like Warzone kind of took that mentality with this mode instead of doing what Blackout did, which was boring.
No, you know what they did? They were like, you know what would be funny if zombies could have a bad movement, and that's what they did. They just put jackpads on the zombies.
I mean, kind of. Obviously, there's cooldowns and stuff, but yeah, they definitely do have advanced movement.
It benefits. It makes it more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it has it's not fucking zombies jumping left and right. I'm glad there's a cooldown for it.
But the cooldown's not that long.
Place. I mean, still, man, you could notice a zombie jumping up, and you be like, "Oh shit, I gotta take care of him before he kills me."
Yeah,
it is fun. It's
and they do have like trails when they jump too, so you can see.
Yeah. Overall, it's just fun.
I really like.
It's going to be up soon. It's almost over.
I think there's like 9 days left, maybe.
It's the
8 or 9 days.
It's over.
Yeah.
November 3rd.
It ends November 2nd.
I'm a fan of the way that they did the rewards, like the treats, whatever.
Yeah, no, amazing.
Yeah,
because it's not
fantastic.
like Apex Legends. Whenever they do these events, like they just had the one that ended. The I don't remember what it was called. Fucking whatever collection.
It ended, and there's a new one that started.
But they do where you have to earn points to do stuff, and it's based on specific objectives. With this, it's literally just like go hang out in this area until you find it, and then you're done. And I like that because then I could just play the game how I want. I don't have to be consciously going out of my way to do certain things.
At first, I mean, kind of you do if you want to hit all the checklists, but at first it seems like it's a battle pass, but it's like, wait a minute, no, it's not a battle pass. It's not based on XP. It's not based on currency.
It's listed out like a battle pass, but you can't get it. Yeah,
it's functionally literally go to these
it's not
places,
it's not like a stream or like a
it's
not a rewards track. Yeah,
it's a
checklist. Yeah.
It's a checklist.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Verdansk at night is very cool. Check out Warzone. It is free for everyone. Moving on, I'll just start the one other game I've been playing a lot, and then I'll pass it off to you guys. But Mafia Definitive Edition. I got this from GameFly. I am now 3/5 into the game, looking at the chapters online.
Okay.
It's fun. It has its issues. The engine isn't the greatest. Driving is still, that classic Mafia 2, Mafia 3 driving. However, this game does this amazing feature that in all optional driving sequences, right the second they start, it pops up on the bottom left, skip drive, and you just hit down on the D-pad and you skip the drive.
Ooh, I wish they would add that to LA Noire.
Nice.
I wish they would add that to Mafia 2, honestly. But so there are still some annoying driving missions where it's like, escape the cops or win this fucking racing derby. And it's like, dude, the driving in this sucks so much. It's just annoying. But I'm enjoying my time with it. It's definitely not the best game. It looks very nice. I like the world they built. Definitely very detailed.
Is it worth picking up?
I would say if you could find it for 30 or 40, it's a good buy.
Isn't it $40 by default?
Not too sure. It might be 60 by default.
I thought it launched at 40, but I could be wrong.
Look it up. Sure. But yeah, I mean, it's a good romp because, I mean, honestly, I've been having this feeling where it's like, oh, I kind of want just a little Mafia, a gangster type game and like story. And the story's fun. It starts off with a flash forward. The guy's like telling an FBI agent.
I heard that
what happened?
They remade the visuals, but the game itself is kind of the same as it was.
Yep, and you 100% feel that. And I think that is for the better. So it's not an open world game, which, I mean, it is open world.
It's not like Final Fantasy VII where they it's a different game.
Yeah,
no,
but it's linear. So it's essentially you don't see on your map like in GTA, like, oh, there's an L, there's an A, and these are different characters you pick. you literally have one mission at a time, and you go to that mission, and then the mission's over, and then it fades to black, and then it fades in from black. It's like, name of the mission, the boys are hitting again, and then you play that mission through, and then there's like 20 of them.
I feel like people were asking for them to change some of the game mechanics, not like the actual whole game, but like the way you shoot, the way you move, like some animations. I feel like that's what people were asking for instead of like remaking the game.
I mean, I've never played the original, so I don't really know.
I still gotta play this.
Oh, you have? Oh, nice. Okay.
That's the one that I played the most.
How did it control? Like,
at that time, I remember it. It controlled like amazing.
Standard third person, yeah.
I mean,
right, like
what games are,
Yeah.
Now I'm sure it's worse, like a lot worse than
Very
how I
good, yeah.
remember it.
Just two things quick.
Yeah, I'm
One,
curious.
yes, it is $39.99 by default.
Oh.
So would you recommend it at full price at that point, or would you still say like wait for $30?
I feel
I'd say wait for 30. I
if
personally
it's a
say.
month, it'll probably
will
be
be.
20.
It'll probably be like
Yeah.
$26.99 in a month with like a
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus discount.
Like 20.
The other thing that we
24.99.
forgot to add to the doc is that they updated the web store for the PlayStation Store, and it's fucking
yes.
hideous, and it just looks like the
Oh,
Xbox
that's why
Store
you're
now.
checking. Nice. I think they're gonna fix it. Like, they're rolling out updates as the PS5.
Like it
comes
just
out, but yeah,
looks like the
stores-
Xbox Store now. I don't know. I mean,
hope
they're
it- 'cause right
definitely
now
leaving it
there's-
because it's like the white with the fucking blue
Wait,
trim,
the
the
web
PS5,
store.
PS5.
the web store.
Yeah, the web store.
Store.PlayStation.com. But yeah, because right now you can't filter.
Okay, let's be honest, bro. The one that they had was not the best. Okay.
It wasn't that good. I mean, it was something. We're familiar with it. We were used to it.
Yeah,
you know?
we're
Yeah, I
familiar
guess.
to it now, but it wasn't the best. So
I mean, if this one at least
If it
loads,
makes
that I just want it to load. Fucking the old one never
Yeah.
loaded anything. Or it would just give you
But
random
yeah.
errors and kick you back out to the main fucking store page.
and they're gonna change the app style too, right?
Yeah, they
think
changed
so.
the whole
Yeah, I think
experience.
so.
Yeah, that's why they had to kick out the PS3 games.
Because I'm checking at the app and still the same.
But overall, Mafia is tight. I'm planning on beating it soon, so I
Nice,
can send it
nice.
back to GameFly. GameFly did just send me Crash 4. I have not started it. But
Yeah, I'm curious on that one because I really wanted to
I'll
play
let
it,
you-
but it's just one of the games I had to meet my chopping block.
I assume it's going to be like my experience with the Crash 1, 2, 3. I hope it's a little more modern, so to speak. But we'll see.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay,
It is.
so I'll update you guys next week. But Anthony, what have you been playing new or old?
So I've been playing more Hades. Have you been playing more Hades at all, or not really since last episode?
Honestly, no, really not. Yeah, I haven't.
Because
Really picked it up.
it's one of those games where the more I play it, the more
Again.
I'm starting to fall in love with it. It's climbing up my game of the year ranks. I don't think it's going to be
Did you-
overall game of the year, but it might be
Did
like
you
my
turn on
gameplay
God
game of the
mode
year.
by any chance or no?
I turned it on just because like I don't have the time to play 20,
has the time?
20
Okay,
attempts
that's
in
cool.
one day, so I just turned it on. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Cool.
I
Same.
I just love the fact that like anytime you die, like it's part of the story of you dying. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you would miss so much of the story if you beat the game in one run. Like the purpose is to die a lot, and I love that about the game because all the time like I'll die
yeah.
and then I'll overhear a conversation between like Nyx and Hades, and I'll be like, oh, I wouldn't have gotten that if I had just beaten the game just now. And so like I love that they weave in this I've never seen a roguelike like this. Where
I'm
they
curious
weave in
what
story in between runs, and I think it's brilliant. I love it.
I'm curious what the ideal like amount of attempts for the narrative is, because I think
Right.
obviously if you do 100 deaths, the stories they're going to be repeating lines. Like it's not an infinite thing.
Well, I
But
wonder
if
if
you
at
do
a
too
certain
short,
point
you're
you
missing
just.
lines.
I wonder if at a certain point there's just no conversation in. You know what I mean?
Maybe to avoid repetition.
I mean, I know Hypno is gonna repeat lines because it's just anytime you die from a spearman, he's gonna say, "Hey, you got stuck like
Yeah.
a stick of meat from a spearman." I fucking want to punch Hypno in the head, man. But yeah, I'm
yeah.
loving Hades. I just unlocked all the weapons. I still think I'm gonna stick with the spear for now, just because I love that it has the fucking Leviathan
I
Axe
did
thing
get-
where you can
what's
recall
the
it.
last weapon? It's like a bike or something. You remember that?
No,
it's like a weird.
like a chain gun.
Yeah, it's like a big thing. It's like a machine thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
got
that's
that.
weird. It's like literally like a fucking machine gun. So it's weird. So, but yeah. So
Maybe
I'm really digging the spear. I'm gonna stick with that for a while. And then I've been playing. I got back into Bloodborne last week, and I've made progress. I have, if you're watching on YouTube, I have this checklist that I got. Oh, that you can't see it because I have NVIDIA on. Okay, never mind. Oh. No.
Imagine a checklist.
There's a
He's
checklist,
holding
and
up
I
paper.
and I only have one boss left until the end of the game. So, I did all the optional bosses except for obviously there's an optional like alternate ending boss. Obviously, I haven't done that yet, but I've done all like the main game optional bosses. I'm working on the DLC now because I want to beat it before New Game Plus instead of trying to beat it after New Game Plus because it apparently gets exponentially harder. But man, I finally figured out like a bunch of like gameplay mechanics that just didn't click with me previously. I'm so much better at parrying now. I think that this game should have been higher. I fucked up last week, and I think this game should have been higher on our Plus Collection rankings.
I asked you too, bro. I asked you, and
it was in your hands.
Because I didn't actually play it again yet. I hadn't played it in a while at the time.
But you were playing it, bro. I remember a lot of people's like that's one of their top like 5 games, and I'm like, are you sure?
Oh, it is. It definitely is. It definitely is one of my top 5 games.
Hey, I did ask. I didn't give you shit for it. I know that a lot of people love that game, and I thought you were gonna put it higher. I thought it was gonna be overall like.
Well, the problem is I haven't beaten it, so I don't want. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna beat it now because I'm at the end of the game, but I hadn't beaten it at the time, so I'm like, how do I put this game higher when I haven't beaten it? That's kind of where I was at. But now one of the bosses I just fought, it was like totally unlike all the other bosses where I had to like chase him down these corridors. And then like he would lure me into like across these corridors, lure me into a room where he summons these fucking like mannequin things to fight me.
Okay.
And so then you like get him down to like half health, and he's like, "Fuck this!" So he jumps off a ledge, and then you got to find you have to go through this library labyrinth to find out how to drop down to him. And then he does say like it's just this really cool boss fight that was unlike the other fights in the game. So I'm fucking loving Bloodborne, man, and I wish that I had gone back to it earlier. I think I'm going to go for the platinum on PS5 because I'm going to need to do... I was going to try and platinum it before PS5 came out, but there's one weapon that I missed that I can't get without doing a New Game Plus. So I don't feel like doing New Game Plus right now. Maybe I'll do New Game Plus. I don't need to do a full New Game Plus, but I need to get to like a certain point in it. But yeah, I'm loving it, man. The one problem I have with the game is From Software has the fucking gall, man. I put 25, 30 hours into this game. I'm towards the end. I fought a fucking giant Cthulhu-looking monster with these fucking eyeball fucking things and tentacles and shit. I fought these giant wolfmen and werewolves and giant snakes and shit. And then they just throw giant spiders at me at the end. You couldn't do the giant spiders, first. You couldn't get that out of the way. Fuck. I fucking hate giant spiders. So, thanks for throwing that at the end instead of getting it out of the way at the beginning. After all the Eldritch Terrors.
If there's an actual spider, on your lap or something, they just fall from the ceiling.
I mean, there is Rom the Vacuum Spider, but he was, more of a, monster than a spider. These were, legit spiders.
Where, in your house?
No, in the game.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on. So you've been playing another game that's really popular right now.
Yes.
Have you played it? The other game? Have you played it more than? Have you played it more than just when we messed around with it the other night?
Yes, I have played.
Because I only did the intro. I didn't do anything else. So the game you're talking about
is I think you said Genshin Impact.
Genshin
Impact. Okay, Genshin Impact. I've been playing a little bit. I just wanted to try it just because it's free, obviously, and it seems like it's popular.
Yeah, it's really popular. It's made some kind of record amount of money in the first week of it being on the PlayStation Store.
I wanted to try it out. It doesn't run how I would like it to run. There's a lot of screen tearing, and
it's either screen tearing or frame drops. It's one or the other. One VSync mode has screen tearing, one VSync mode has frame drops. And
I turned off motion blur and turn off VSync, and I'm trying to mess with stuff. And
time out. What are you guys playing on?
The PS4.
PS4. I mean, I only played the intro, but yeah, I played on PS4.
Oh, VSync on your monitor, gotcha.
It's no. It's an in-game option,
which is kind of stupid. But whatever.
I remember in BioShock 1, you could unlock the refresh rate, and then it would screen tear to shit.
Yeah. I'm sure they're gonna make it run better with updates. But the actual gameplay of the game, I am enjoying.
I think it's gonna run better on PS5. I hope.
Because at this point, I have 4 characters, and switching through to them and mixing the elements is actually fun. And I could see why it's so popular, and people are like spending money on this game.
It's almost as if you should try Final Fantasy 15.
Dude, Zelda, no? Isn't it the Breath of the Wild ripoff?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm talking about
much.
swapping between characters and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going back to that, bro. It's too old game, bro. I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep playing the game, just because there's certain things that I don't like about games. When it drops frames a lot, it's not smooth, and when the game doesn't tell you what the fuck to do. I hate
really
that.
hate Bloodborne then.
Probably. That's why I never played it. All right.
You
I think
would-
I jumped
you would
once
really
and then I'll
hate
be like,
Bloodborne.
I'm out. But like, for example, right? Does that game tell you like where to go? Like, is it linear
No.
enough to be like, oh, I know I
Bloodborne?
gotta go that way? I'm asking. It's a question. I don't know.
No, you talking about Bloodborne?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sucks.
Okay, I'm just asking. I don't know. That's
Bloodborne is literally
Terrible.
wander around this nightmare city until you find a boss, and then maybe it kills you in 10 seconds.
See, over here, like the map tells you where to go, but like the mini map doesn't like have the actual
You
the
have to
icon.
open up a map.
You need to open up the map, and when you get closer, it shows it on the mini map, which I think it's fucking annoying.
That's just bad design.
Yes, there's bad design left and right in this game.
Yeah,
when
the
you
menus
open
are real bad,
menus, holy fuck! You can't use the D-pad. You have to use the
Which on PC obviously isn't an issue because you have a mouse
Yeah.
cursor. But yeah, on
here,
console it's
like
bad.
it's faster with the D-pad. Like I don't know why. Like I said, I'm sure the game's gonna get better or like optimized for console later on. Which I'm sure for the PS5 they're gonna release like a update for that if it comes
Even
to PS5.
just with Game Boost, I think it'll run better.
Yeah, and maybe I'm probably gonna keep playing a little bit more. But like so far, I think it's decent enough to like recommend a free game and for people to try it out. If not, just wait to PS5. Hopefully, it runs better. But I see why people like the game, honestly, and why people are
Nice.
enjoying it. If you want to do, it seems like if you want to do like the end stuff, you might need to either grind for I think they're called wishes that you could earn to unlock loot boxes to get the 5-star characters, because each character has like goes from 1 star to 5, and obviously the 5-star character is better than the 1.
Well, let's be clear. It's not a might. It's a definite, like... It's a definite. You're either going to need to pay money or do a hardcore grind.
Or
like that's
super.
That's
hard
what this
grind.
game is designed to be. It's a gacha game. You know what I mean?
But you can play without fucking spending money. Like it's enjoyable enough for you to have some.
Yeah,
fun,
like it doesn't. There's not like a
You can
cooldown
spend
for the amount of
$100
time
with
you
the
can play.
game
It's just you got to
yeah.
grind.
and you'll be fine with it. You enjoy the game, in my opinion. Jeff, kick us off with the news.
Moving on to the news. Not much. We'll just jump on with the PS5 third-party company. Sorry, I was totally out of it. But a third company party is now selling custom faceplates for the PS5.
Third company party.
I was fucking.
It's all right. It's all right.
I am in.
PlayStation 5. It's pretty much they somehow got a mold of the thing, and for $40 you could get blue, black, red, any color. Are you guys comfortable picking up third party this early on faceplates, or are you going to wait to
Depending
see?
on how much they cost.
It's literally just a piece of plastic that clamps onto
Yes.
it. So this type of thing I'm fine with. Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna buy one right away because I just
I
don't
might.
want to spend an extra $40. But
How much are they? To
40,
be-
39.99.
plus shipping. I don't know.
Oh,
how much
okay,
it
they're
is.
in there.
Unless it's free shipping. I don't know.
I might get and pick up the matte black, bro.
Yeah, I kind of want the matte black.
I don't mind spending $40 on that.
Why won't they just
I really
make
don't.
it black? Why does it have to be this weird fucking white and black
dude,
two-tone
I
thing?
feel like they did that for this. I'm sure they're gonna release their own style, like with like God of War or
Because the black looks
Horizon,
so nice.
right. It looks
The
so
black
fucking
looks so
fantastic,
fucking
bro.
nice. And it makes
And,
me mad that they're not doing it for the DualSense
what's
too,
the
because I
Y
don't
one?
like the
Is
white
that,
and black DualSense.
It's silver. It's
Silver? Oh, it's chromatic. Whatever the fuck that means.
Ooh,
That
it's
looks
like
nice,
a like
too.
a reflective kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, but the matte black, bro. Ooh,
The
that's
matte black
sick.
is
And the blue.
nice.
But
Blue's kind of nice too. I don't even mind the red. The camo one's a little much for me though.
Yeah, the camo one. No, I'll pass on that one.
Gonna be a lot of
the website does say
camo.
the website does say this is a pre-order shipped on or after November 12th, and all purchase guaranteed to fit your PS5. If they don't, we'll refund you. So that's cool. Go to PlayStation5.com if you're looking to pick that up. Moving on, some update. This is what I was going to say. What were you saying, Miguel?
Before we move on real quick.
Yeah.
The only problem with this is like, is it guaranteed you're going to get it? Or is it one of those websites that is just going to fuck you, like charge you and
Well,
just
that's
don't
why
send
I'm
it
waiting
you?
to see what people say about that website.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, buy with PayPal. You know, if they don't send it to you, they got you covered.
True.
I actually forgot to say this is what I was playing this week. Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Beat the story. It's 9 missions. I loved it. Played a couple of the survival, the 15 wave stuff, the 4-player stuff. Very fun. Really enjoying it. I still got to find time, maybe after Mafia, to get back into it. But I don't really have much.
And my internet took a shit, so I couldn't play it.
Ooh, rough. Bad timing. Give it a try once your internet is back.
Yeah.
But yes, so the I guess like any multiplayer thing these days, the raid is the culmination of the story. So even after you do all 9 story missions, it's like it hypes you up at the end. One's like, oh, but can you kill the final boss, which is me? And that's the Tale of Io or Io, I guess.
Wait, Iroh is the final boss?
No, Io. Iroh is the name of a character from Avatar.
Well, Gyozin,
yeah. Io is the name of the demon in the final boss.
Well, the way you
October
said
30th,
it was like you were implying like the narrator.
October
said it was
30th, you have to be level 100. I'm level like 26, so I'm not there, but hopefully I will eventually be able to play it. New media experience showed off detailed for the PS5. You remember we got a little glimpse of it during the UI video, not really, literally just that it exists. The media remote that they've been selling for a while, has Disney Plus, Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube on it. And on launch day, the PS5 will support Apple TV as well as Twitch, the services that aren't main buttons. However, additional streaming apps will be coming later, such as Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, MyCanal, Peacock, and more. That's kind of huge.
I wonder if they're going to be there for launch.
Huge
They just haven't run through cert yet. You know what I mean?
Okay, actually, it's a good point. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's huge. Oh, maybe, yeah. It's just like, it has to be, like, maybe it's going to come out a week after.
Like, maybe it's just not literally, like, through cert, but it's coming.
You know what? I'm actually wrong. I'm going to rescind that.
Netflix still isn't on Switch, so who the fuck knows?
Exactly. Yeah. It's not huge at all. Anyone who wants Hulu on their PS5 has Hulu on another service that has been watching Hulu. This isn't going to be the first device you watch Hulu on.
I have 10 smart devices in my house. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
I think it's not a huge deal. It's weird. So we'll leave it at that.
It's weird that these services didn't get it ready in time. You knew when the console was coming out.
Like Amazon.
They're in everything, bro.
Isn't HBO Max still not on a bunch of shit? Like, what is with these streaming
Max
companies?
HBO isn't even on the service, so HBO will not even.
But that's still not on like Roku's and shit, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I just don't understand what the deal is with these streaming services. Like, don't you want people to consume your shit?
Yeah, they wonder why Netflix is number one. How about because everyone else doesn't even know what the hell they're doing?
Because Netflix makes sure they're on everything day one.
Yeah,
that's why.
Except the Switch. Moving on.
Say something real quick.
What I missed?
I hope some of those buttons they're already like the label it's in the actual controller. Like you're able to switch them because
Netflix.
I doubt it.
For example, I'm sure I doubt it too. But like Disney Plus, I'm not gonna use that. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have like Amazon Prime there. Like switch it to Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows if they release a new one down the road with different buttons? I don't know.
I wish they were just icons. You know, maybe like one's a music icon, one's red, one's I don't know.
Hey, bro, sometimes they pay money. You know.
100% there was money.
Disney Plus being the first button definitely means Disney was like, hey, here's some money.
Like, here's a lot more money than Netflix.
Yeah, like you would think Netflix would be the first button, or Spotify, or even Twitch, because those three are so integrated in the PlayStation's ecosystem. I mean, the share button brings you directly to Twitch.
That's
like
pretty much sending you who paid the most money, the top four.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Moving on. Little cool tidbit, but Phil Spencer kind of hints at a little streaming stick for Game Pass that could just be
rumor for a bit
plugged in. Yeah, rumor for a bit, and he's hinting at it, and it's pretty like obvious. You know, you could That's how most streaming services work. You know, what's it called? Stadia is just a Chromecast, essentially.
It's a Stadia branded Chromecast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it is
Luna,
branded. It might just be a Chromecast.
It's
just a Chromecast. Yeah.
Luna is going to be a stick as well, like a Fire Stick type thing. So sticks being little gateways for streaming, you know, isn't brand new, but it's interesting to see that Xbox will also be in that space to get Game Pass everywhere.
It's just further proof that Xbox is turning into a service, not a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Or
get Game Pass,
not hardware, rather. Or service, not hardware. So,
yeah.
I think that the Series X might be one of the last consoles they make. Not the last, because I know there's going to be a couple more generations, but yeah.
I think they're going to iterate also, but I don't even know what's after 2020. I don't know what's happening anymore. What does the future look like? Next up, some Call of Duty exclusivity for PlayStation. You know, this deal has been around since Black Ops 5. Nope, that's Black Ops 3. And no longer is it a month early access to a map. It's just a year access to shitty mode. The mode this year is Zombies Onslaught. Essentially, it's just a only two person, not 4-player. You can't do 4-player like typical zombies. 2-player zombies mode survival on multiplayer maps. So it's, you know, not the most work is going into this. So it's not like you're missing out too much if you're an Xbox player. It's neat, I guess.
It's limited to a circle too. So you gotta be within that circle. If you're not within that circle that it's moving, you're dying.
It's kind of like a hard point zombies.
Yeah.
So yes, like the objective like moves around the multiplayer map, and you have to kill zombies in different areas. It's, you know, it
seems limited.
It seems like it's
limit you
suck.
to probably. I feel like that's something they're like, oh shit, we're almost done with the game. We need to do something for PlayStation because they're paying us a lot of money. Let's see what can we do.
Yeah, zombies on multiplayer. Fuck
zombies on multiplayer, and you know what? How change it? Let's change it. Let's put a circle around them so they can't move. All right, cool. That's it.
Like, I'm curious what even zombie mechanics will be in this. Is there going to be perks? Is it going to be buildable walls?
I think it's just going to be pure survival.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah.
Like
just gonna send you waves of
like
zombies.
Survival in Modern Warfare, like basically that, but with zombies instead of people shooting.
But maybe better.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
Funny enough, last year Modern Warfare 2019 had the exclusive Spec Ops survival mode for PlayStation and is now on Xbox. Took a year, so now Xbox players.
Was it Spec Ops or it was Spec Ops.
Spec Ops survival.
It was like a mode under the Spec Ops. That I got it.
It was bad. All that
horrible.
Was bad.
I uninstalled it immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. Next up, Uncharted movie is moving along. This is like real at this point. Tom Holland posted a image of what he's looking like as Drake, like a in costume image. Also, Nolan North was seen on set. They posted a picture of Nolan North and Tom Holland, as well as Neil Druckmann also getting involved in the tweets. Everyone seems positive on this. I personally think he looks great as Drake. Definitely a younger Nathan Drake. Yeah.
The costume definitely looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna want to make a couple movies, it's good that he's young.
True.
I feel like
that's 100% why they made that decision.
Next Tomb Raider, like series,
like the what do you call it? Angelina Jolie ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely not the Alicia Vikander one.
I'm saying that, like, I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's gonna be at least if the first one's successful, they're probably gonna make like 2 more after.
Yeah,
they'll probably greenlight 2 more and then maybe make 1 more.
Or they can greenlight it and spend 10 years again to make another one. He looks great, man.
Yeah, they definitely cast him because they want to do that. Exactly, they want to make more movies because otherwise they would have just went. Otherwise they would have just went with Sully as Nate because I don't know what they definitely gave Marky Mark the Sully role because he was supposed to be Nate originally, right? Because he doesn't fit Sully like at all.
Clearly some producer, casting person involved in this likes him enough that they want to keep him around. Maybe, I don't know.
Because I feel like Nolan North would have been a better Sully than Marky Mark. Like I just don't like Mark Wahlberg in general.
But here's the thing. They want this movie to be successful. They want this movie to make money. Tom Holland, the fucking Spider-Man, and Mark Wahlberg. These are names.
Right now. Yep.
I would have rather fucking Dwayne Johnson as Sully. Honestly,
that'd be crazy. I mean, no one has that money. I mean,
Dwayne Johnson as fucking. What was the fucking
Lazarevich?
Lazarevich.
That works, by the way. He's as big as Lazarevich. But yeah,
For
I'm
real
excited
though,
for this
you can get
movie.
like fucking Dolph Lundgren as Lazarevich.
I think this movie will succeed if theaters are back to normal by 2022. But we'll see.
Man, we'll see.
I do just want to
Yeah, we'll
say
see that.
I did rewatch the Nathan Fillion fan movie again when I saw this because I was like, damn, I want to like consume some Uncharted, but I don't want to play it right now. And man, that what a fucking missed opportunity to not get Nathan Fillion back, like when he was like, you know, young enough to do it.
Younger.
I mean, he still could do it. Like I don't know why they couldn't also do a grown up Nate movie with him, like. But man, like what I'm excited for this movie. This is not a dig at the Tom Holland version, but it is like I think objectively a missed opportunity to not have done a movie with Nathan Fillion because he was perfect in that. He has the mannerisms, he has like the delivery, like the same delivery Nolan had in the games with like the voice line. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep,
it was just so perfect, and it's such a disappointment that we'll never get Nathan Fillion. But I am excited for the Tom Holland one, and I think that I think it is going to be good. At least good, I would say.
Here's hoping. Well, actually, I mean, hey, Sonic the Hedgehog is the top box office movie of the year 2020. So video game movies succeed.
Wow.
And
it
that's
also was
not
in
based on-
theaters
that's not
before
based on
theaters shut
anything else.
down too.
No
though.
other factors. Speaking next up on the news, 2K Sports or NBA 2K Twitter account has a response to the bullshit ads we talked about last week. This is their full quote.
I just can't.
As many are aware, in recent years, ads have been integrated into 2K TV segments. Yesterday's 2K TV ad placement impacted our players' experience in a way we didn't intend, as these ads are not meant to run as part of the pregame introduction. This will be fixed in future episodes. Thanks for your continued feedback.
Hard stop right there.
Insane. Yeah.
They've been doing it for the last like 2-3 years. It's the same problem every like 2-3 years. The last couple years,
But they were
keep
skippable.
doing it. No, they
were not because it was like during the loading screens you would have to watch an ad. Like the game was going to be a loading screen anyways, so they would put an ad on it, which means you can't skip it because it's the loading screen.
Well, yeah, but no, the issue last week was that it wasn't a loading screen. It was just playing. So it wasn't while something else was happening in the background. It was taking away from you, like while the game was loaded. That was the issue.
But they're trying to put the ads in there. Even though they're
Obviously,
just so much money with the game.
It's just so funny how like their excuse, like not meant to run is your excuse, really? Like that's where you're going with? Like you had a fucking...
No. They were meant to run, not meant to run as part of the pregame introduction. So we just put them in the wrong spot. Ads are supposed to be there. They're integrated. We just fucked up. They're supposed to be throughout the entire thing, you know?
But Madden and FIFA don't do this shit. You know what I mean?
Company. Yeah, it's still EA is the worst company ever. Like,
oh yeah, like 2K's garbage, man.
2K Sports sucks.
I mean, EA and
Sports
FIFA have other problems with their games right
but
now.
not ads.
It's the same game.
I mean, I think Ultimate
15,
Team has ruined those games. I think because not because Ultimate Team is bad, but because they focused so much on Ultimate Team, they forgot about the rest of the game.
It's not that they ruined those games. It's that people ruin those games because they're spending way too much money on that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that Ultimate Team didn't gameplay-wise ruin the game, but they focus so much on Ultimate Team because that's where they make the money that they don't care about the rest of the game. They only care about Ultimate Team. Like, career modes have been suffering for years and years. So it's been almost a decade since FIFA and Madden have had good career modes.
I mean, it's sports games, bro. Like... Should those games have ads? Probably, maybe, but it shouldn't be.
Could you imagine getting
when
ads?
You're loading a game, bro.
Could you imagine getting ads whenever 2K makes the next? Oh, they don't have it anymore, right? Oh, what? I was WWE. Is that still 2K?
Yeah.
Or they left 2K?
I'm pretty sure it's the THQ guys. The THQ Nordic owns.
No.
It's 2K.
Oh yeah. I think they 2K.
Oh,
bought
Jax left.
Left.
That's I knew one of the devs left the
and then,
WWE
since then it's been kind of
on hiatus, and that's why they made
really,
WWE
really
Battlegrounds or whatever. But could you imagine like that, like trying to like load up a game and then like in the middle of someone's intro, it just cuts to like a fucking like Cricket wireless commercial, like in the middle of the Undertaker's like entrance or something. So I don't know.
I mean, it's an interesting thing because if you're going for realism. The thing you're basing off already is so ingrained with advertisements. So it's like
I don't think people want. I don't think that's the realism people are looking for.
No, I agree. It's just such a fascinating thing,
yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing to think about. But yeah, so
that's the news of the week. Not too exciting, but we made it exciting because we're exciting fellas.
Yeah.
What will be exciting is the topic of the show, the thing we have been building up for weeks now. PS Best Friends, games of the generation, as influenced by GameInformer's list. But yeah, so essentially we are just going to go over this very nice GameInformer's Best Games of the Generation list posted by Joe Juba on October 2nd. And they break the games down into some nice categories: the top tier, story-driven, first-person shooters, intense action. Not your typical labels, more specific and I guess broad stuff. But essentially, what it seems like is that games aren't going to be on the same list twice. So if it's the top tier game, it's not gonna also be in story-driven. Which I mean, no, it gives space for other games. But
it's not the Game Awards, bro.
No, it's not the Game Awards. That's why
the Game Awards does this thing all the time. Like if there's one, let's not fucking give it to the same game again.
Well, no, but it could still be nominated in another category.
But it's not winning, even though it's probably better.
No, but the point is that this list doesn't have any repeats.
I know. There's no winning. There's winners. Okay, let's get that shit right.
There's no winners. It's just it's just games of the generation. This is not winners.
It's just a list of games that we want to talk about
compared to them. Okay, I just put it.
Okay.
I mean, the first game on the top tier list isn't even the best game this year. So
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
This year, it didn't came out this year. So there we go.
What are you talking about?
Either way, let's jump in. Let's start in from the bottom, and what we're going to do is read GameInformer. It's not going to be gospel. We'll be adding our own games as well. What we think. But starting off, fierce competition. So this is pretty much just any game, translates real life competitive events into digital format.
Competitive style game, right?
Yeah, focusing on the kinds of clashes that don't exist anywhere else. I like that. So it's not sports games. And they call out Overwatch, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Rocket League, and Smash Bros. I personally do think those 5 games define the generation. What would you say with those games?
They're missing Siege. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Siege is a big one.
I would say Smash Brothers and put Siege.
It's hard to take Smash off that list. I would just add an extra one and just add Siege in because I really wouldn't take. I would put Siege in over Apex.
Okay, no. If we're keeping it to 5, would you replace one of those games for?
I would replace Apex with Siege.
I would
just because Apex is so young comparatively.
Yeah,
so we're talking about the new.
I know I break Jeff's balls. I know I break Jeff's balls about Smash, but I can't take Smash off that list.
I mean, there's 2 Smash games at Evo. Like, I think.
Hold on. Let's not even worry about removing games. Let's just add games.
Yeah, don't focus on removing games.
I want to remove that game ASAP.
He's just a hater.
That's a fucking bullshit. Fucking throw people all over the map, bro. It's
throw people over the map. Yeah, but yet he watches wrestling.
Then you don't throw people over the map, bro.
I'm pretty sure that is the objective. Oh, the ring, the map, the floor map.
They're not gonna die, bro. Okay.
Let's see if we can get Jeff to watch the Royal Rumble this year.
Time. I'm not even going to speak. I saw that clip you retweeted of the dude who's passed out on the floor and no one picked him up. Fuck wrestling. You guys are terrible.
I mean, that was AEW being very, very.
I know. That was disgusting.
That happens in WWE too.
It happens. I would just kill people.
The refs are much better in WWE. I don't care what you say.
Sure. Fierce competition. Yeah, I would also say Siege as a, even though I don't really play Siege, but like for the generation, Siege is such a huge.
And it
game.
came out so early in the generation too.
Out so early, it had such a tail, evolving over time.
It came out so early in the generation, and it's still on like the top PSN downloads every month.
Yep.
Next up, we probably won't have too much to talk about this, but I even still agree with the list. JRPG Journeys, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Dragon Quest XI, Persona 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Get Kingdom Hearts 3 off this fucking list. Garbage.
What would you put in instead in terms of JRPGs of the gen?
I would replace Kingdom Hearts 3 with Final Fantasy 15.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
I feel like I'm missing another RPG though.
We are probably missing something, bro.
Well, I mean, the other RPGs I think are listed elsewhere. Like I was gonna say, like Witcher, but that's up on another tier. So, swap out Kingdom Hearts 3 for Final Fantasy 15, and I'm good.
Makes sense. Mindbenders. This is the game, whether you're assembling clues or organizing blocks, the aha moment when a puzzle clicks into place. They list Inside, Box Boy and Box Girl on the Switch, The Witness, Tetris Effect, and Return of the Obra Dinn. what other like puzzle games or mind
I know there's
benders?
something missing here.
Yeah, like
Control. I wouldn't know. Control's not really a
Control's
mind
not,
bender
no.
by this.
it just has.
When
It's a
did,
third-person game that has puzzles in
it's
it.
not-
It's like saying
Come on,
Resident
that
Evil's a
was
puzzle game.
Fez was last gen.
generation.
Yeah, that was 2010.
There's oh my god, there's
I forgot Inside came out this gen. That was
Yeah.
early, like 15, I think, right?
no platinum.
I know there's
Yeah, I'm-
something else that I'm missing that I can't. like,
There's
blanking
something
too.
I'm missing. Do
Yeah.
you?
I mean, Texas
Oh,
Effect shouts out. What would you get?
fucking. Oh, that's more of a shooter. Fuck. I was thinking of Wasn't there a game for the Vive with the Portal fucking stuff? The Portal game, like there was like a remake with like a crossover with Portal.
Half-Life Alex?
I was
No,
thinking
no,
I love
no.
Alex, but I think I know
No.
what you're talking about, but I don't know. I don't remember
there's
the.
something that came out
Like,
like a crossover with.
I think it was
Portal.
like a Gary's Mod
Vive.
Portal thing for like the Oculus or
I
something.
think Bridge Constructor.
But there is a game I can't think of the
There's a
name
game,
of.
Mind
We'll come
Benders,
back to it if we think of it.
Witness, yeah, Witness is pretty much the mind bender of the generation. Even
Yeah,
though
for
it's
sure.
not
I
really-
never,
Yeah,
I
it's
never
not
even,
successful.
I don't even think I got past the first fucking. I think I did like the first tower thing that you ignite, and then I think that gave up.
Next up, I love this category because it just takes different games and like kind of like this is what they are. Wholesome fun. The 5 games GameInformer list is Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Stardew Valley, Super Mario Odyssey, and Dreams. I'd maybe throw Astrobot on it as well.
Yeah.
Rescue mission.
I agree.
Yeah.
Astro's Rescue Mission. Definitely. Stardew's a good one. I would. It just came out, so I don't know if you would count it. I would maybe put Spiritfarer on there.
Wholesome. Is it?
It's like
Or
wholesome.
Is it like a Metroidvania?
It's Spiritfarer. No,
No. Okay.
it's got like very light platforming, but no, it's like it's a game where you're trying to have people come to terms with death so they can move on, and it's like kind of depressing, but at the same time kind of like it's about acceptance, and you know what I mean. Like it's not like
It's joyful to play.
I would say yeah.
It sounds kind of depressing to me. Okay, bro.
No,
Yeah.
it's like, but you can like hug someone when they're sad
like
and
a-
shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Might not call it
Sounds
wholesome
kind
fun. But no, if we're talking games of generation, we're talking wholesome games, Animal Crossing, easily.
I can't argue with anything on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is wholesome.
I mean, even Oreo of the and the Will of the Wisps, kind of depressing too at some point.
It's kind of in the
Yeah,
beginning,
if
like,
Ori's
you're
on there,
more
I'm
like,
putting
really-
Spiritfarer on there.
I
yeah,
guess. Yeah,
that fits the
I'll
same
allow
thing.
it. I'll allow it.
Next up, old school charm. This is
Dude,
not too.
This better have. Oh my god, this doesn't have the messenger on
Say
it.
the list. Say the
This
list.
doesn't
Oh,
have
so
the
we
messenger
got-
on it.
Wait.
It does, yeah. So this is, not to disparage, like, oh, this is a indie, this is a 2D 8-bit game. It's just old school charm. Hollow Knight, Celeste, Axiom Verge, Undertale, and Cuphead.
How the fuck is the messenger not on this? The messenger's the best game of the fucking generation.
Wait. I feel this is their list, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
So I feel like
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
not. It's this is why I would rather have like us make our own list and have like added to that.
Okay, so yeah, so no, why
Right now,
is
you
Messenger?
said the messenger and say why. Yeah.
Because the messenger's the best game of the fucking past 10 years.
Why?
That's why.
I'm not. Don't be
The
fucking-
platforming in it, the hitboxing
enjoy it,
for
or
for the game of its style is perfect. The story is brilliant. The fact that it's like a linear game for half the game and then a Metroidvania for the second half, it's like it just does so many things that is. It was just such a smart game, such a well-made game from like every aspect. The music is amazing. The characters are great. Like every aspect, like I can't poke a hole anywhere in the messenger. So I think that I would have put that on over like Axiom Verge. Like Axiom Verge was
When did,
good, but it was just kind of
Axiom Verge was an interesting.
like it was
inclusion.
good, but it just kind of was like Metroid. You know what I mean? Like it's
But
just
that's what it was supposed to be, and it was really good at the time when it came out.
I know, but like
I
I mean,
bet-
it ran like butt on Vita, but whatever.
No, I mean Anthony's. I mean, I hear enough about Messenger. Messenger
Yeah, same.
probably was in discussion for
But-
this. Yeah.
How about Shovel Knight?
Yeah, too. Oh my
How
god,
about
that's
Shovel Knight?
like Shovel Knight, Shovel Knight and
the
Messenger are
best.
like I think the two best
Yeah,
like
bro.
2D platformers.
Technically, Shovel Knight is last gen. However, if we're talking the new expansions and Treasure Trove,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
Shovel. Okay,
I
Shovel
mean,
Knight
it was
100%
like right on that Like how much?
Yeah.
How much before? Like when did it come out? 2012.
Dude, it launched on the Wii U. 13, I think. No, 14 because it got delayed. But whatever.
Well, if it came out in 2014, PlayStation PS4 was
it
out.
launched on last gen. It launched on last gen though, and it took a while for the ports.
No, but what I'm saying is when did it first come out on 3DS?
Right here, you could.
I don't know. I'm blanking on it. It's either way. Yeah,
Like,
I would consider
so
the
many
generation.
games here that you could be like, you're missing like a bunch of games, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I would say most people didn't play Shovel Knight until the PS4 generation.
probably yes, I agree. Because you could have like the Spelunky game that came up.
SteamWorld Dig's a good
Two,
one.
you would have to say. Oh, the SteamWorld, yeah.
SteamWorld Dig 2 is a good one. There's a lot of games that would fit this, and
there's a bunch
and I
of
think
them,
SteamWorld would fit in Wholesome Fun too. I think.
Yes. Oh, SteamWorld 1, yeah, 100%.
And 2.
Like the meat
Next up-
grinder, like the little meat fucking guy. What's the name
Meat
of that?
Boy, Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, that one.
Super
That's
Meat
a
Boy
list
Forever is
that-
gonna miss this gen. It's not gonna come out. Next up, open worlds. With open world games, the player can be transported to different places, span different time periods. These games excel at providing cool settings to explore, but these are our picks for the best worlds to get lost in. Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, that's the London one, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, and Ghost of Tsushima.
I would put Odyssey in over Syndicate. I mean, Syndicate was good, but
Same.
I would put Odyssey in over Syndicate.
Yeah. Honestly, might as well just say Assassin's Creed. Because
Yeah,
Assassin's
really,
Creed's always going to
just
define
put
a
any
generation.
Assassin's Creed game, I would say,
Yeah.
except for the France one.
Horizon, Spider-Man, Ghost, and Metal Gear are probably the best open worlds of this generation, setting-wise. I don't even know what else you would throw in there.
Final Fantasy
other open
15,
worlds?
but I don't know if Final Fantasy 15 is on another category. I haven't looked through this yet. So
This is my problem with
Like, Red Dead's
when
gotta
you
be in
start going
something,
up from
right?
here. Like, are you really telling me Red Dead shouldn't be in this list?
well,
No,
Red Dead's
I'm
probably
saying,
But it's not here because why? Because it's gonna be in the top tier.
well, they
Like,
just want to
it-
highlight
it-
more games.
It
though.
doesn't make sense, bro.
They
Like,
just want to highlight more games.
I get it. It's
you get
fine,
it. You
but it's
understand it. You understand it.
It's like, come on, bro. Like Syndicate over that. Like, come on. Bro.
Okay, so Syndicate.
I don't know
I'll
how
go
Final
about
Fantasy
it.
15 doesn't make it
Syndicate,
anywhere on this list.
I do
Exactly,
think.
too. That one's done.
I do think Syndicate, if we're just now making an argument of what is the best Assassin's Creed game of the generation,
Odyssey.
personally, I will say Syndicate. I don't like the new ones, and I like how Syndicate's the last OG one, in that old
Yeah, I mean that's a fair. That I
combat
understand
mechanics.
That. I understand that opinion.
But yeah, I mean, Horizon, Spider-Man, Ghost, really, those open worlds are beautiful.
Yeah.
Next
I don't know
up,
about Metal Gear being beautiful, but it's okay.
Dude, I played it recently and it's still beautiful
I mean, it's
interactable.
just desert, but okay.
because you didn't get
Flexible.
Africa.
But the things you could do, though, like the intricacies of it's not just
Sure.
sand.
You can
could pick up
manipulate
sand.
the world in so many ways. It was like Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild, man.
Am I making that up? Could you pick up sand and throw it?
I don't think so.
No. Could you kick sand into someone? What game is that? A game where you could?
Probably, I don't know. Metal
whatever.
Gear Solid's the one where you have a metal arm that you shoot a
Batman,
rocket
get
out
little
of,
smoke
punch someone in the
yeah,
face.
So
Next up is intense action. So though they can still have great characters and worlds, these are games to play if you thrive on danger and the triumph of survival. Monster Hunter World, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, Control, Resident Evil 2, and Bloodborne.
okay.
This is not
I
the
don't know
category
why-
for Uncharted 4.
Hold on. Actually, sorry. Let me actually read this. Let me read how they describe this because it's actually a little interesting. For all of their achievements in other areas, certain games are at their best in the heat of the moment, the death-defying leaps, last-minute escapes, final sword slashes. After that, you get a moment to rest before your momentum propels you into another intense situation.
All right, that description fits Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
That's it, really?
Death-defying leaps, the whole game is making jumps.
And the gunfights are always really intense in Uncharted 2.
Yeah, you're swinging on ropes and jumping into things, shooting.
I mean, I guess
would
if you
say.
suck at shooting at people.
Nice. Intense action, yeah, I would say, yeah. I mean, I love all these
Maybe
games.
not
Obviously, the
Control.
scary one, Resident
You
Evil 2
don't
is
love
very
Monster
scary.
Hunter.
I hate Monster Hunter. Yeah, I like 2 of these games.
I was gonna say you played 2 of them. Resident Evil 2. Yeah, Mr. X alone is intense. So, and you can never really get away from him. And then
It is
Bloodborne,
intense.
obviously, I talked about earlier in the episode. So
Yeah. Enough said on that. Now this is an interesting one. I'm for this list except one game.
Wait. No Resident Evil 7 in here?
because Resident Evil 2.
Interesting.
Where would you? Yeah, where would I put? I would maybe put Resident Evil 7 over Resident Evil 2 for intense action.
And for intense action, would you?
Yeah.
Especially
which one
playing
had
in
more
VR,
action?
dude. It makes you fucking give you a fucking heart
See,
attack.
this is man. What's this guy's name? Kind of sucked.
I'm sure it was probably a collaboration between.
Yeah.
Oh, they kind of.
Though usually it would say staff, which is interesting. He just got
This
the
is
one
by
credit.
Joe
Maybe something.
Duba.
Yeah. Also, you got to remember that like Game Informer lost half its staff. I don't know why I laughed at that. Like that said, but they did.
It was like a
First-person shooters of the generation. We got a lot of shooters, and I'll agree with all these. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Destiny 2, Titanfall 2. Sequels are always great. Doom Eternal, which is Doom 2, and Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx, I just haven't played. I don't know. It could be the best thing ever.
Everyone that has played it says it's amazing. I just haven't played it.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten Doom Eternal, so I can't speak on it too much.
Doom Eternal, Doom 2016. Slash it.
I would see. The thing is, as much as I respect Doom and Doom Eternal, I would almost put Wolfenstein 2 over it.
Yes. Yes. I think that is the better game, my opinion.
I think Wolfenstein 2. Once you get past the wheelchair shit,
I throw. That's like 5 minutes. That's not even. I hate.
It feels like it's 3 hours though.
5 seconds.
If it was my list, I'm just gonna be honest, right?
No, just give your own version of the list.
Yeah. I don't mind Destiny 2. I enjoy the gameplay on that. I think that the gameplay, it's so fucking buttery smooth. And I'm sure it's going to be better when it's at 60 on the PS5. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I'm fine with that because the game, like actual guns, like shooting them, feels... I think that's the best in Call of Duty ever.
I agree. Better than Cold
2,
War, I think.
Yes, and any other COD so far. Titanfall 2, amazing when they came out. I played a lot more of the first one, but I loved it. Now, I wouldn't have Doom Eternal. I agree with you, Anthony. I would have Wolfenstein 2 in there. I think it's a better game and a better shooter. And I would not have Half-Life Alyx just because I feel like a lot of people have not played it and probably won't play it unless they add it to the...
your 5?
My 5 would be Battlefield 1.
Interesting. Not Battlefield 4?
Over 4, over 5?
Because 4 was technically sort of this generation.
4 was technically 3.
No, 4 is a launch title.
Was it?
Yeah, it launched like a week before PS4 came out.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a PS4 game. It was gimped on PS3.
Yeah,
I would say 1 because 4 had a disaster launch.
That's a good point.
Even though it was better at the end, but I think Battlefield 1 was
Battlefield 4
was
was only a disaster for a week.
Wait, Tom, you sure you don't want to put Hardline? You sure you don't want to put Hardline up there?
What?
Battlefield Hardline?
What?
That's
what?
A joke.
The one where you play as cops versus Mexican cartel or something. Who are the enemies?
I don't recall.
Oh, hold on. Let me
drug dealers.
let me back up real quick. For open worlds, I think Wildlands should have been maybe there too.
Tom Clancy.
Breakpoint Breakpoint was Breakpoint. I would put Wildlands over it as far as just the open world itself.
But that would be my list, honestly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Far Cry, wouldn't you put a Far Cry on like?
I don't know. Would you put a Far Cry from this generation as any blink of the generation? Do you think it's any Far Cry?
Far Cry 4 maybe under open world for Far Cry 4. Far Cry 5, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they did the open world.
Be on any
the way that they gated off the world in Far Cry 5 made no sense.
With literal gates.
Made no sense. So, but Far Cry 4, I would say the open world itself in Far Cry 4 was great. I think it was kind of mediocre in other areas.
Okay, so for the next list, remember, these are games that are only highlighting the story, and that there are other games with amazing story that will appear in a bit.
Yes, this is more like a walking simulator type of style game, in my opinion.
As you can see by the games as Her Story, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, What Remains of Edith Finch, Kentucky Route Zero, and Disco Elysium. I will say What Remains of Edith Finch is the story-driven game of the generation, personally speaking.
I will say Hellblade.
Hellblade and Edith Finch are right there with each other.
Right there in my opinion. I have not played the other 3 games, so I can't talk about them.
I mean, we spoke last week about Detroit. I would probably throw Detroit under story-driven. I really enjoyed that story. But I mean,
I would not put Until Dawn under this one because it's Wendigo Prophecy.
Oh, nice. Until Dawn. Next one's...
Hold on, is there anything else we would add to this because we didn't play those 3? I
feel like we just don't play many of these type of games. Bro.
Like, I would maybe put like Valhalla in there.
Oh, yeah,
like personally, for me, I would put Valhalla.
Oh, that, okay, yeah. Okay.
Was there any of those like fucking like Danganronpa type games?
Oh,
Like any of those
yeah, I
types of
guess-
games, or did
Zero's Last Dilemma
Zero's-
came out this gen. I
Zero
thought that was a
Time
good
Dilemma,
conclusion. Zero Time
like
Dilemma,
stuff like that? Like I think that would fit here too. Was there any Telltale games of no? Oh, Miguel.
Borderlands. Tell us
no.
Borderlands.
Yeah, well,
No?
that too, but Miguel,
I mean, you got the Batman
Life
game,
Strange,
you
Life
got-
Strange, Life Strange.
Oh,
Oh, Life is Strange. That would be here. But
I would say the first one was amazing. I would put that there, honestly.
Life is Strange 1 was fucking amazing.
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Almost made me cry.
It put them in the map. Yeah, I did tear up a little bit too. I don't like I said, I don't know about this fucking list that this guy made for some of these games, but I know it's his list.
Well, yeah, that's why we're adding our own stuff into.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I just like being an asshole.
nice.
I'm just being honest here.
Just wait
Next-
for the last category. Miguel's gonna be
Next up-
insufferable for this category.
I agree with every one of these games except one of them. But this is the top tier.
Hold on.
Some games are.
Is the one
simply
you're
must
disagreeing
plays.
with the second one?
let him talk.
You'll figure it out.
Describe 'em.
They are so groundbreaking and astounding that they rise to the top of the conversation regardless of genre confines. Pretty true for these games. That's what these 5 games represent. If you want a crash course in what was great about this generation, these are what you need to play. They encapsulate the current height of the craft with memorable characters, immersive gameplay, and clever approaches to player agency. The list is Last of Us Part 2, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Red Dead 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and God of War. Just to get out of the way, the game I disagree with is Witcher 3. Just 'cause I
You're
think
out
it's
of your
overrated.
fucking mind.
However,
You're out of your
I
fucking
do
mind.
acknowledge people love it. But yeah, Last of Us 2, Red Dead 2, God of War, and Breath of the Wild are the games of the generation. Impossible to deny that for me personally. What would you guys put?
I would add in Horizon. I wouldn't replace anything. I would add in Horizon.
Okay. Miguel, what would your list look like? Obviously, we don't have Zelda.
It wouldn't have Zelda, obviously.
Would you
I think
replace
it's
Zelda with Horizon?
Yes, I would replace that with Horizon. I would. Let's see. I mean, I did not enjoy the gameplay of Red Dead Redemption, but I know the story and everything else was really good. So I'll leave that because I know everything else was good. I fuck the horses, bro. God damn it.
Red Dead's another one that made me cry, man. Oh,
I want to play it, and I hope it gets an update for
man,
PS5 because I want
fucking-
to play it.
Just thinking about it's making me sad. Fuck.
I think God of War. I think we agree. God of War is like up
Yeah,
there.
I
Right?
think we all
I
agree
think
God
it's
of War's
the-
up there.
I think it's the apex fucking game.
God of War
for
might be
the
number
PS4.
1. I think this generation.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
I think The Last of Us 2, I think is number 2 by fucking a mile too. And then after that, I mean, Red Dead Redemption, it's probably up there. I get what people say, Zelda, I guess, but I don't think it's good, in my opinion. I know it's open and you can do whatever the fuck you want, but it has no story. It's just, I don't know. I would replace it by Horizon. I think it's a better game. Obviously, not similar shit, but
Okay, so let's just
I think it's
do.
better.
So
and
okay,
The
all right.
Witcher, I did not play enough to say anything. So, but I know people loved it, and the only complaint was that it was too big. I think for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like Colin Moriarty used to describe it as you'd clear 1 checkbox and then it would add 3 more checkboxes.
Okay, let me ask you a question here. I know the game launched for the PS3, but GTA 5.
Oh my god. I know where you're going, and I can't even disagree with you.
Just because the online changed so much in this generation.
I
and
would say
people
the
still play
online
it
took on a
so
new life
much.
on this generation, definitely for
It's
sure.
kind of interesting.
Or would you put that on the multiplayer
Open
games?
worlds?
No, what was it? Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
wouldn't you have it there? Just because especially the online changed.
I would say
so
GTA
much,
Online
evolved.
should be on this list somewhere. I don't know about GTA 5 proper. Like I would almost consider GTA Online a separate game, even though it's in the same
Yeah, that would
Inside,
be
you know
the
what I mean?
one category I would add to this, where it's like
legacy
for,
games that
like,
remained
live
throughout the
games, or
generation, yeah.
Because
it's
even
just,
if people want to say for this list, Fortnite could be up there too.
Fortnite could be in top tier,
Technically.
really, technically defining the generation.
But yeah, I mean, personally, I think I was trying to say, you want to say just everyone's 5 games of the generation, regardless of thing, or
Yeah, just
now
say,
that we're
just
at
give
the
your own,
end?
give your own, or say like your your 5 favorite games of the generation. You don't even have
My
to be
5,
best.
my 5. These are going to be Jeffrey Mizrahi's 5 games that I believe define these past 7 years: God of War, Breath of the Wild, Last of Us Part 2, Red Dead Part 2, and Smash Bros. Ultimate, for bringing 77 different characters into one game.
Okay.
Miguel, how about you?
I would say my top 5 probably would be Modern Warfare. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Jeff was about to
Black
punch
Ops
you through.
4,
the-
yeah.
I know he was about to be like.
I'm like, I'm leaving this chat. I can't listen to what you say.
No. It would probably be God of War. For like that is number 1. In close second for me is Last of Us Part 2. Even though I think Last of Us Part 1 is better. So God of War, Last of Us,
Two games.
2 games
more.
right there. We're saying 5 or 3?
There's 5 games
It's 5.
that you think define the generation. List them off.
5. God damn
And
it,
you're
bro.
up eyes.
Would you put Siege there?
No. So okay, it changed a little bit. I'm like going in my mind.
Do you want me to go first and while you think about it?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
okay.
because I'm
Okay, so this is my personal list. This is not. I'm not saying these are better than anyone else's top
Personal
5
list,
games. This is
personal
just my
list.
personal list. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 15, Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Bloodborne in
You
there.
guys suck.
I'll put Bloodborne in there, and then yeah, fuck. I like hit a wall. I thought I had him, and then I hit a wall. Red Dead 2. I'm gonna put in there, and then I'll go. There's gonna be one where you're gonna be like, how'd you know put? Oh, Messenger. I'll just go Messenger.
There you go. Okay. And Miguel, what you got?
See, you guys just didn't say we're gonna do this, man. Like I feel like the pressure.
So-
off the 5 games. Nothing.
All right. So
Um,
for me, it was Final Fantasy 15, Metal Gear Solid 5, Bloodborne, The Messenger, Red Dead Redemption 2.
There you go, baby.
Okay, so
You got
God of
God of
War,
War,
Last of Us 2.
Let's go. 3 more.
I'm gonna put just because I like multiplayer games like a lot, and I play them a lot.
You
I
don't
would
even have to
say
explain
Apex
yourself.
Legends.
Sure.
And the last 3 are not in a specific order. I'm just putting it out
Mine
there.
aren't even in an order. I just said
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, God of War and Last of Us for me are like up
I
there.
know.
Like,
The top.
yeah. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just stalling for a fucking time, okay?
I can tell.
Would you put Batman up there?
I'm gonna poop my pants.
No. So I got him, I think.
All right.
Hellblade.
Okay.
Hellblade, that's my 4 game that I'm saying. And the last one probably is going to be Horizon Zero Dawn.
Love it.
In no order for the last 3.
All right.
but,
So God of War, Last of Us, Horizon, Hellblade,
Horizon, Hellblade, and
Apex Legends. Okay. Not bad.
Love it. Solid games of generation, guys. The generation is coming to a close, sadly. It doesn't really mean much, though, because this generation's so fucking wishy-washy in terms of what's where. But we will soon be playing the next generation games on our PS5s.
We'll also be playing current generation games on PS5 because
We'll be playing a lot of games
Everything's
on
a mess.
PS5.
I'm saying like
yeah,
Cyberpunk
yeah,
is a
I
PS4 game.
understood. Yeah, and we'll actually be playing like games that aren't optimized yet, and shit like that. Like I guess more whatever. Speaking of games, we'll be playing the end of the month. This is the last October games that are releasing. We have Pokemon Sword and Shield: The Crown Tundra. That's already out. The Red Lantern, Jetboard Joust, Transformers Battlegrounds, Carto, Ghost Runner, The Legend of Hero Trail of Cold Steel 4, Watchdog Legion on October 29th. That's in 5 days from this recording. Pikmin 3 Deluxe, October 30th. The Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope. That's the sequel to Man of the Medan, or in the Dark Pictures Anthology series. That's October 30th. And then Auto Chess coming to PS4 on October 31st.
That's huge.
And that does it for the spooky games for the ending of October.
Yeah, Auto Chess is a really huge one coming to PlayStation 4. That's
so keep an eye on
and
that.
then I kept forgetting Watch Dogs is coming out. And then what was the other one? Ghost Runner looks really cool. I want to check that out.
Yeah, I heard a lot about Ghost Runner.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wait probably until like this end of December to do our Game of the Year talks because we still got to play
Obviously.
We still got to play Cyberpunk. So I think Jeff and Miguel. I think Miguel has to leave and Jeff has to poop. So we're gonna wrap it up. This has been Fast and Reloading episode 27. YouTube.com/Fast and Reloading, at FTR_pod on Twitter. I'm at Anthony Palm. Jeff is at Mr. Ball 96, and Miguel is at Dark Angels 1010. Check us out, and we will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace out.